Today, let us see Gauss law, and Gauss law will give a relation between electric flux and charge. So first we should know what is electric flux. So here there is a positive charge, then number of electric field lines are emanating from this charge. Then you consider two equal areas at A and B. This area is nearer the charge, so you can see more number of lines are passing through this area. Here less number of lines are passing. So here field strength is more, here field strength is less. Now let us see these three different situations. So here there is a uniform electric field that is represented by this parallel lines. Then this area is perpendicular to the field lines. Then this is the n cap is the unit normal to this area. So here normal and the field both are in the same direction. So here all the electric field lines are passing through this area. So total flux is represented by this phi E is equal to E into A, where E is the electric field strength. That means number of lines passing through unit area. You multiply by the area, so you will get the total flux, electric flux passing through this area. Here flux is perpendicular to the area. So this phi is a Greek letter. Now in this situation, area is parallel to the field lines. So this is the normal to the area. Here area is like this. In this case area is like this. Here area is like this. So you can see normal to the area is making 90 degree with the field lines. This is the field lines. Then this is the normal. So it is 90 degree. So here no flux lines are passing through the area. Here flux lines are passing through the area, so total flux is E into A. Here no flux is passing through the area, so flux is 0. In this case, area is making an angle theta with the field lines. So here you can see this is a normal to the area. So n cap, unit normal to the area, that is making an angle theta with the field lines. So this is the direction of the field. So it is making an angle theta. So this is the direction of the electric field lines. So this can be resolved into two components. This component is E cos theta. So this E cos theta is perpendicular to the area. So E cos theta is to be multiplied by the area. In the first case, E is multiplied by A. Here total area is perpendicular to the field lines. So here only this component is perpendicular to the area, E cos theta. So that's why we are multiplying by E cos theta into A. So flux can be represented as EA cos theta. These two you can get from this. In the first case, theta is 0 because normal, this theta is the angle between the field lines and normal. In this case you can see field lines and normal, they are in the same direction, so theta is 0, so cos 0 is 1, so you will get this expression E into A. In this case, this is the electric field lines and this is the normal, so angle between the field and the normal is 90 degree. Now cos 90 is 0, so flux is 0. Gauss law is a very important law in electrostatics. It is relating the charge with the flux. Here you consider a positive charge. It is surrounded by an imaginary surface. So we have to consider the flux. Flux is given by this relation. Flux is integral of E vector dot dA vector. So here this circle on the integral sign shows that integration is to be done over a closed surface. Now, flux is given by this relation E vector dot dA vector. Intensity of the electric field is E, that is the flux passing through unit area, then dot dA vector. It is EdA cos theta. E vector dot dA vector is EdA cos theta. In this case, electric field is directed radially outwards. So this is the direction of the electric field, and this is dA vector. So both are in the same direction, dA vector and intensity of the field, both are in the same direction. So theta is 0. This theta is 0. So cos 0 is 1. So total flux passing through this closed surface is integral of E into dA, because cos theta is 1, because theta is 0, so this term is 1, so E into dA. So flux is E into dA. Now E is uniform over this surface, so E can be taken outside, then integral of dA. Now we can substitute for this dA and this E, integral of dA. So integral of dA means this total surface area. So you know that surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square, integral of dA. So this is dA. When we integrate total surface area of the sphere, that is 4 pi r square, where r is the radius of the sphere. Now already you know electric field at a point due to a point charge is given by this relation. Intensity is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. Now you substitute for this E. You can substitute this value. E is q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Then integral of dA is 4 pi r square. Now this 4 pi and this 4 pi will get cancelled, and this r square and this r square will get cancelled. So finally q divided by epsilon 0. So total flux is equal to q divided by epsilon 0. That is what is Gauss law. Total flux passing over a closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times the net charge. Total flux of the electric field over a closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 times the net charge.